it won't do any good to have great technology if you don't have people trained to use it and who use it in a way that supports the pedagogy of the classroom. We really addressed two different areas, and that was teacher preparation and professional development. Our big question was, while it is a teacher truly ready on the first day of school to come into the classroom if he or she is a new teacher? And what we determined that is that most of the teachers, 95, 98% of the people who walk into the classrooms are indeed ready academically, but they are not ready experientially. And while some of that comes with age and being in the classroom for a long time, we know that probably students in the colleges don't get enough exposure. So we need to expand student teaching opportunities, we need to expand internships and pre-professional development while they are still in college. What is the length of time that they have in the classroom before they ever actually are hired as a teacher? One of the other rather interesting ideas was that every new teacher should have 1 year of professional development before ever assuming a full-time classroom as an individual teacher. So mentoring, giving them more training, allowing them to work in learning communities, just making sure that they understand what the best practices are. We have so many experienced, veteran, wonderful instructors in our classrooms, not only in District 61, but across our county and across our region, who would be able to come in and give us that expertise. Then we talked about professional development. It must be ongoing. It must include mentoring. It must include allowing teachers the opportunity to see students outside of the classroom, to understand that whole student. We need to consider restructuring the school day, the school month, the school year. We need to consider training for all teachers in teaching, reading, and critical thinking, regardless of their academic area. They need to understand that all teachers are reading teachers in their content areas. We need to understand that all teachers must understand the need for special education instruction. And sometimes we limit what we mean by special education. But if you have a group of students who are excellent average students, but you have one student who you might in a labeling situation say that student is gifted, you don't have time. How do you deal with that student who needs special education while you're dealing with everyone else? And finally, none of this will work without a complete rethinking of things like tenure, for making sure that good teachers stay in the classroom. We need to understand compensation for professional development, compensation for teachers, master teacher designations, and how do we say that teaching is not just the secondary field that you choose when you're in high school, but it is the field that you choose when you are in high school, that it is a viable career where you can support your family, whether you are a single white woman or a teacher, and that's an inside joke for our group, or whether you are a married man who also chooses that as a career. All in all, it won't work if the teachers aren't there, if they're not trained, if they're not passionate about what they do.